Good morning, grade 12. So we're going to be looking at the PESTLE analysis that you would do in your macro environment. Remember, your macro environment is uncontrollable. You have control over any of this. However, you can have strategies to overcome these challenges. So the acronym stands for something, as you know. So the P stands for political. Things that you're going to talk about is the corruption levels, coronavirus, with the travel restrictions, coronavirus with people not wanting to go to the stores, the retail. We are in a national state of disaster. South Africa still faces rising public debt, inefficient state-owned enterprises, and spending pressures. So those are all challenges in our political arena. On the E, the economic side of things, we have an unemployment rate of about 35%. Eskom, with load shedding. Remember, that would impact on our online retail, our take-a-lot stores, as well as all the stores that are allowing for online to combat, that people don't come into the stores, and now we've got load shedding. There's no investment into the country, which is a big problem. We are in a junk status. So what does junk status mean? It means that the government may not have enough money, but it is borrowed. And that makes us very vulnerable in the sense because people don't want to invest. South Africa's retail sales dropped 3.3% year on year in September 2020, compared with a 3.4% decrease in the previous month. So our retail stores are definitely decreasing. I think take-a-lot now certainly decreasing on the retail stores. Let's move on to the S, which is our social. Social, you're going to talk about our gap in South Africa. HIV/AIDS is a big problem, crime, education. You could also be talking about a lot of people have lost their jobs. So, in terms from a retail point of view, the share of wallet is going to be going down because people don't have money. So what do they resort to? They resort to times. Technology, so online shopping. Cyber attacks, there's a lack of public sector investment into technology, unfortunately. We've got smart payments, our point of sale system, that's a POS system, call it a point of sale system, that's the till system, e-commerce, shopping cart, payment processor, accounting, etc., etc. Technology changes all the time. And the big thing here with retail is we better ensure that we keep up with those changes. If you've seen that Woolworths, and I think it's Pick n Pay, I'm not too sure, but I know Woolworths have changed their point of where you do payments. They've changed their system to make it much quicker, much more efficient. A lot of the people are using so we've got solutions like Pointy, which was acquired by Google in 2020. Simply connect Pointy to your point of sale solution and it will automatically display your real-time inventory online. So that's more for behind the scenes. So there's some retail current affairs that you could use. Legal point of view, EEE, we need to ensure that we are trying to get to level 7. Leasing agreements, now you're going to be dealing with shopping centers, so there is legalities with that. The Consumer Protection Act, you've done that in marketing. Very important with our consumers, with retail. We've got Labour Relations Act, that's LRA. South Africa's Competition Act. Employment, online retail, we've got part-time workers, we've got outsourcing workers, we've got all sorts of things. So we've got to make sure from a legality point of view that we are keeping up with the legal requirements. Then we've got environment. Environment is all about sustainability, and if you have a look at Checkers and Pick n Pay, they are all about the environment, about globes, about green, sustainability and all of that. So they are really trying to lower and be more environmentally conscious, lower their footprint. The World Green Building Council has set a goal for all new and existing buildings to be at a net zero carbon by 2050. So retail stores are installing solar PV panels. We've got greenhouse gas emissions. We're looking at natural daylight and greenery, etc. Have a look at that slide over there for more detail. Your environmental stores are definitely going into a more greenhouse. Then you've got your other two, which think I lost you for a second. Right, then we've got ethics. Ethics is all about having a code of ethics within your company, because there's a lot of corruption, a lot of theft in retail, unfortunately. So we are making sure that we'll put a code of ethics in, and you know, that we understand that people will need to be trained, because everyone comes from a different background. People come from different places. They don't, you know, in terms of what's right and what's wrong. So the trust deficit is all about having that responsibility, accountability, a code of ethics and ethics training within your company. The trust deficit is in South Africa. So there's not a lot of trust in South Africa at the moment, and you then need to ensure that you've got everything in place. Physical, cities like Johannesburg and Durban have mega 37-acre malls, which is roughly half the size of the mall of a Mall of America in Minnesota. So they're just comparing it. So we take a lot of space with our shopping centers. So that space, like what's happening with Corona, if people are not visiting that space, there's obviously the effect of that. But taking that physical space, you're also then encroaching on environment, things like that. So we're looking at supply chain, or the transportation impacts, waste management. You're looking at all those kind of things from a physical point of view, that you are not doing too much damage. Grade 12s, I hope that helps with the PESTLE in your retail side. I do have another video online that dealt with the petrol stations and engine, which you could definitely still apply to. But this is PESTLE. The next slide, the next video is going to be on your Porter's analysis. Have a good day.